The small town of Blackwood was shrouded in darkness as autumn settled in. The locals spoke in hushed tones about the old mansion on the hill, abandoned for decades. They claimed it was haunted, that eerie whispers echoed from its walls on moonless nights. One cold evening, a group of teenagers dared each other to explore the mansion. Among them was Lily, a quiet girl with a fascination for the supernatural. Despite her fear, curiosity got the better of her, and she agreed to join the group. As they approached the mansion, the wind howled through the trees, carrying with it an unsettling chill. The front door creaked open on its own, as if inviting them in. Hesitantly, the group stepped inside, their footsteps echoing through the empty, decaying halls. The air inside was thick with dust and decay, and a faint, musty odor lingered. The walls were lined with old, faded portraits, the eyes of long-forgotten figures seeming to follow them. Lily felt a sense of unease, as if something was watching them from the shadows. Suddenly, they heard it, a soft, almost imperceptible whisper. It seemed to come from nowhere and everywhere at once. The group froze, their eyes wide with fear. "Did you hear that?" one of the boys whispered, his voice trembling. Lily nodded, her heart pounding. As they ventured deeper into the mansion, the whispers grew louder, more distinct. They spoke in a language none of them understood, but the tone was unmistakably menacing. The group huddled closer together, their fear mounting with every step. In the grand parlor, they found an old, dusty mirror, its surface covered in grime. As they wiped it clean, the whispers intensified, becoming a cacophony of voices. Suddenly, the reflection in the mirror shifted, showing not their own faces, but those of the figures in the portraits. Lily screamed, stumbling back from the mirror. The figures in the reflection were twisted and grotesque, their eyes black voids that seemed to suck the light from the room. The whispers turned into shrieks, filling the air with a deafening, otherworldly sound. Panicking, the group ran for the door, but it slammed shut with a force that shook the walls. The mansion seemed to come alive, the floorboards creaking and groaning as if something was moving beneath them. Lily felt a cold hand brush against her neck. Desperate, they tried to break a window, but the glass wouldn't shatter. The whispers were now inside their heads, filling their minds with terrifying images. One by one, the teenagers began to lose control, their eyes glazing over as if possessed by unseen forces. Lily fought to stay conscious, but the whispers were relentless, pulling her deeper into darkness. She felt herself slipping away, her vision blurring as the shadows closed in. Just as she was about to succumb, she heard a voice, a familiar voice, calling her name. With all her remaining strength, Lily focused on the voice, pulling herself back from the brink. The shadows recoiled, and the whispers faded into a low hum. The door burst open, and the group stumbled out of the mansion, gasping for breath. As they looked back at the mansion, its windows dark and empty, they realized the whispers had stopped. The cold grip of fear began to loosen, replaced by a sense of relief. But Lily knew the truth, they had only just escaped, and something still lurked inside. Days passed, but the memory of the mansion haunted them. The whispers never truly left, echoing in their minds, a constant reminder of the terror they had faced. Lily could feel it, the darkness was still watching, waiting for the right moment to strike again. In the dead of night, as Lily lay in bed, she heard it once more, a faint whisper, drifting through the air. This time, it wasn't coming from the mansion. It was coming from inside her own room. The darkness had followed her home, and it wasn't done with her yet.